Good day, everybody. This is John Scarborough. I did a little video on this little spot out here next to our drive where we come into our working pens over here. This is a spot where we don't graze, but it's a spot for a long time. The entire time that the owner had this place, he had nothing but bare soil here, and it was washing out. He had pipes underneath there, and it was getting to the point where it was exposing those pipes. All it was clay down underneath there, and he never could get anything to grow there. He planted stuff there and things like that and couldn't get anything to grow. What we did here was we actually rolled hay all out on it. Now, we didn't have any cattle. We couldn't put cattle in here because we couldn't hold them in here. They could just get out too easily. We had too many trucks that came through this little area and stuff, so it just wasn't something we could do there. So what we actually did, the owner owns chicken houses here, so we took and laid and rolled hay out all over this whole spot, and let that start to decompose and rot. And then once some grass started coming in, the grass seed had actually gotten in there, and the grass started coming in and growing up through it. Well, we let it grow and head out so we get some more seed on there, really enrich that seed bank as much as possible. And then what we did, once we finally did go over it and mow it, once it had come to seed, we mowed it kind of tall. So kind of the same principle as if we were grazing it, instead of grazing it all the way off down to the ground. That way it still had something to shield that ground. We mowed it as tall as we could do it. We did that several times this year. But the main thing I wanted to point out was the winter grass that we have here. This was a washout all the way out to this spot, and you can see the separation. The winter grass over there, and then there's the regular grass. There's a little bit of winter grass, but there's rich winter grass right here. Well, we never planted any winter grass. This place has been a bare spot for close to 20 years now, from what I understand, according to the owner. It was a bare spot, just pure bare soil, and before that it was all clear cut. It was just like that back there. It was nothing but pines. So how long it's been since this has had grass on it, I really don't know. But one year, rolling hay out on it, and then we used the litter from his chicken barns, because that's what he's got, is a bunch of chicken houses, and he pulls litter from there, and we use that later on. We put some more litter on there. So we put hay on it once, and then we put litter on it once. But the hay was nothing but Bermuda grass and maybe just a little bit of bahia. There was no winter grass in there at all, and we didn't seed any winter grass or anything. And what we have here is winter grass coming up. And what this is from is making the soil become very nutritious. It went from being pure clay to nutritious grass. And now the winter grass seed probably rolled off of there and into this, but it was never able to germinate. It was never able to get started because the soil wasn't good enough. So anyway, I just wanted to throw this video out here, show what we've got going on here. This is some dramatic improvement. 20 years of nothing but bare soil, and in 1 year we turned it around completely. I think there's still a few bare spots, but I think next year, I think it's going to look really good. And if I still have access to this land, then I would love to make another little video on this little spot up here. So thanks, everybody. Have a good day.